Between 1910 and 1970, over 6 million African Americans fled the Jim Crow South in hopes of escaping racial violence and pursuing prosperity, altering the demographic of many urban cities today, as well as creating tight-knit golf communities who fought for the integration of golf. This is the story of Philadelphia. The Jim Crow South had no room for black folks with dreams, aspirations, or a sense of pride. Existing with the expectation of justice or being treated like a human was nearly criminal and sometimes punishable by death. So in 1939, in North Carolina, when a white drunken store owner assaulted a black teenager who defended himself and his humanity by breaking a bottle across the store owner's face, the young teen knew the only way to guarantee his safety was to leave his home and the people he loved most. Following the hordes of black folks across the Mason-Dixon line who also aspired for a better life. That young man was Charlie Sifford, the Jackie Robinson of golf, and the first black man to get his PGA card.
In the first couple weeks that Charlie Sifford's in Philadelphia, he sees a black man getting on the bus with golf clubs, and he says, "Where are you going?" And he says, "I'm going to Cobb's Creek." And Charlie says, "Can I go with you?" He says, "Sure." So he gets on the bus, he doesn't have any golf clubs, and he comes down to Cobb's Creek, and he walks around 18 holes with this guy, and he can't believe that there's a golf course that he can actually play. In fact, Cobb's Creek is one of 7 golf courses in the Black Golf Hall of Fame.
Built in 1916, it was one of the few public courses in the country open to black folks in the early 20th century.
Most black golfers played at Cobb's Creek because that was the toughest historic golf course. And back in the day, that's the only golf course the blacks could play on. Charlie was an excellent golfer, one of the best, but he had a lot of competition up here. The thing that made Cobb's Creek special to me was the competition. When you went to Cobb's Creek, you always had a game.
Cobb's Creek, it was a comfort zone for me. It was exciting. I learned a lot. I learned certain shots, but I also learned how to carry myself on the golf course because it was demanding.
After closing due to disrepair in 2019, golfers, historians, and local community members who understood its importance united to bring Cobb's Creek back to life.
The city of Philadelphia called it a stranded asset. They really didn't know what to do with it. They didn't have the funds to maintain it or restore it. So we went out and we started raising private money for the golf course. And we've been raising money for the last 3 years or so. And we're getting closer to our goal. We still have a lot of work to do. And we're gonna build the education center right over here. And then we're gonna have a short course behind it. We'll have 3 or 4 small pitching wedge type holes for kids to play on and beginners and learn the game.
It's about the restoration of a historical golf course, right? Bringing golf back to a community that has this golf course that's just been a discarded asset. It's been closed for years. It's been festering. So that would be part 1. Part 2 would be the construction of this education and community engagement center that's going to offer free academic programming, free social emotional programming, free golf lessons to the youth of the area. So I would say that's where my heart is and what I'm most passionate about.
Charlie Sifford's story, I feel like it's a story that hasn't been told. What he represents to the game of golf and the African American community, I think, is just unbelievable. The fact that he called Cobb's Creek his home is sort of one of the reasons why we have to bring this golf course back and celebrate that history.
Aspirations became manifest at Cobb's Creek. It's more than a golf course. It's where legends begin. Sifford was inducted into the World Golf Hall of Fame in 2004. Cobb's Creek Golf Course continues to stand as a monument to equality in sports, reborn through the dedication of the community it served.